Hi, I'm Gordon Barlow, founder of the Contemporary Long Rifle Association, known today as the CLA. In 1996, a group of us founded the Contemporary Long Rifle Association with the idea of perpetuating the contemporary long rifle and its accoutrements, and especially recognizing the many artists that have worked so hard making these wonderful creations. By way of history, in 1980, Robert Weil published his book, Contemporary Makers of the Muzzle-Loading Firearms. This was the first publication that I know of that was solely dedicated to the contemporary long rifle and its makers, early makers. It was a black and white publication that had fine photography of the many, many early makers, and thank goodness to Robert, we have that document in place to remember those wonderful makers. It's the idea of the Contemporary Long Rifle Association to continue to record the work of the many artists that we have featured in today's CLA shows. The first publication that we put together for the CLA was called The Flintlock. It was published in 1997, just prior to our first annual show at the Radisson Hotel in Cincinnati. This publication featured an article written by Mel Hankler dedicated to Herschel Carman House, who was a well-known early maker of contemporary firearms. The Flintlock continued to be published until 2005, when the CLA printed its first color program known as the Broadside. On the cover was featuring a horn by Mark Thomas that was presented to Fess Parker as a memorial to all of his fine work in recognizing the David Crockett series. The Broadside continued to be published by the CLA for many years, recognizing numerous artists that had worked in the field of the contemporary long rifle. In 2007, Gordon Barlow published another major publication known as the Following the Tradition. Following the Tradition is a major publication of all the artists that were CLA members to that date. Following the Tradition book is still available. There are approximately 100 copies left available through the CLA, and all the proceeds from the sale of those 100 copies go to the CLA funds. In July of 2011, David Wright and the team, Mel Hankler and Frank House, put together the first publication of the American Tradition, which became the official magazine of the Contemporary Long Rifle Association. The American Tradition continues to be published today and features each month many, many artists from the Contemporary Long Rifle Association membership. In 2019, the American Tradition began to feature a section known as the Gallery. The gallery is intended to show the best of the CLA artists. Each artist is given a page, and in some cases, 2 pages, depending on the size of the work, to show their wonderful creations. It is the goal of the CLA to continue to publish the American Tradition and to publish the gallery section so that members are recognized for their talent. In addition to our publications, the CLA has begun a video presentation of its artists. The CLA continues to record and document our CLA artists and some of the presentations made throughout the country that focuses on the long rifle culture. I hope that you will consider joining the CLA if you're not already a member and become a part of following the tradition of recognizing the contemporary long rifle as a true work of art.